Um, the idea with a source citation is that you should be able to find a book. And in this case, you have a description that is vendor independent, which means you can use one of the sources that are available. Most sources in Swedish genealogy you have to pay for, and the big ones are SVAR and Archive Digital. I prefer Archive Digital. This one is a citation from Archive Digital. We can start looking into this. And also you have a National Archive Standard NAD, which I will look into, that is unique numbers for documents. So what we have as the first thing is the parish. And in Sweden you have 2,500 parishes. I started the project, but I didn't get the support I wanted from Chris. But you have about 2,000 of them here. And 500 of those have good links. So you should be able to find more information, because the parishes is where you have the church books. So if you click on this one, for example, then you can easily see where Ulster is in Sweden. So you come to a map, and this map you have to click on Kartinställningar and Socken, that's parish. So now you see this is the area for Ulster. So that means that next to Ulster is Forshaga, Grava. And this is good to know if people start moving. So then if you don't find them here, maybe they move over the border or something like that. So this is the 2,500 parishes. Then you have what type of book it is. A is for household record, 2 is the number. Then you have the year. Then you have the vendor dependent, which I go to further down. But then you have the page. I missed it here. Page 57. And the page is unique for the book. Mostly you have a page number also in the book. We will see if we find 57. And then you have this NAD. A NAD is a standard for here maybe we have it. It's a standard for all the archives in Sweden. So this is SCVAL 0270. So this is Norrköping Hedvigs församling. So this is the parish. You can see where you physically find it. You can in a city called Vadstena. They have an archive. You have archives in 5-6 places. I can link to a good PDF about it. And then it's, as you can see, it's 83 meter of documents. If you click on this one, you get all the titles. And this is the numbering, which is standard. So that means that you, for example, have F, which is dead books, E, marriage, C, born, födelsedagbook, A, as we said, is the household records. So now I'm in, this is free to look here, but to look on the digital, you have to pay for it. So if we look on this one, it was AE2. So AE, and then we click on it, and then we can see what books are available. And it's number 1 to 41. So then it says 2. Here, could it be correct? Yes. And it says 1801 to 1813. And here is the image from SVAR. So when I click on it, it opens the book. But this is a paid service. So this, you have the archive. What they use in SVAR, they use the build ID, which is unique for their, they have another picture number. So if we see if we can jump back to the one we should look at, it says image 70, which is for Archive Digital, but 57 is the physical. So if we jump to see if we can find 57, here we have to the right Sida. So I guess this is page 57, it says up here. So even if we had the physical book, we'll find 57. But this one doesn't have this AID, it has this ID for this image. If we jump back and use the service I prefer, it's Archive Digital. Maybe I'm cheating now. No, I don't. Then I just put it in here, the unique ID. So that is the unique ID, and then I open the page. And this is much better as a picture, I think. They have redone everything. 60 million pages. So you can see the difference. But here we have AID, down here we have the build ID, the picture ID, image ID they call it here. So going back to the example, then we can see that the vendor specific information up here is the page number, image number, and the AID, that is the Archive Digital number. So the AID is that number. And that's the one I can use to jump directly to Archive Digital number. So in the video which you are looking at now, then maybe I should do it like this, then you have a picture or image ID, which is the same as that one. So either if you have that one or that one, then if you have those tools, then you can find it. But if you have 1 to 6, you can go to the physical book and find it in Vadstena. So what I say is that the part that is interesting from a genealogy point of view is Neuköping Hedvig AE2 1801, not the image, but the page number, not the AID. But maybe the NAD. But you are much faster if you have those direct numbers, so I prefer having them. Hope it makes sense. So the question was not the scam from where the source material came from. It's in the archive. And you have Archive Digital and you have SVAR, and you had before also you had another vendor with their own unique ID. And what people did then, the mistake they did, was they just added this vendor specific number. That one and that one, and that's bad genealogy. So good genealogy, use vendor independent parts. always. And then if you add the AID or the picture ID, doesn't matter. So I hope that makes sense. So the EE style and so on is nothing we use in Sweden. We use something like that. And to do it, you just go to this page and I do copy source identifier. So then I have it. So if I do it for this page, it looks like that. And then I jump 5 pages and I do a source identifier for this page. Then it means it's the same book, same year, but it's 5 images further away, it's 5 pages further away, and this AID, you can also see that B is the image 70 and page S is for the page, so it's not so magic. And if they rescan things, they call them A, B, C. And the NUD is the same for all books. It's all books here, and it's also all the different types of books, as you see here. But you have to learn this. You have to understand what the parish is. You have to have a feeling from what parish you are going to research. Otherwise, it's impossible. There is some shortcuts, maybe. If we can see on, is this an old, this is from 1830, maybe it's too old, but you can search on people in SVAR. So if I do the digital research room, and then we say search for, here you have the image ID. So if I go back here and say I would like to have the image ID, which is that one, then I can do a search with that one. And then I get the book and the image. If I would like to search index, they have some people here. Anders Magnus Carlsen, that was the person I did research on. And what we see then I get a lot of hits. So then I have to know, I think he was, I don't remember where he was from. But here you can see if it's letter, if it's census from 1880, you have, you mean 1930. And it was a seaman, and also what count it is. It's not so easy to understand. For now we don't speak about parishes, now we speak about county. The county is normally the letter, as we saw, that you had Norrköping E. E is Östergötland. So then we get those people here. And yeah, so, and then we also have death books for people born, died after 1900, which are a good way to find things. Hope it makes sense.